Welcome back to Factorio and SpaceX Extreme Mode. Now, last time we were... Oh, hang on, let's just get out of there. Last time we were building... I think we were up here building our military science, and I think I had to do a little adjustment to something or other around here just to make it work properly, but I have fixed that anyway, whatever it was. And I've also gone ahead and done green science. I've used an interesting a slightly different way of doing it, mainly to eliminate bots as much as possible. So we have two requester chests here. This we may need to possibly have two of these, but I think one is enough for just the 6 science assembly machines. So basically what we're doing is we're feeding the 2 products that we need for green circuits and then daisy chaining them down the sides so that bots only have to deliver here. They obviously have to still pick up from all of these sources, but they only have to deliver down the sides. So yeah, that's our taking note of this issue. And green circuits, I've done a proper build that, you know, it comes all the way down here. Now, the other thing that I noted was, let's just, to make it 100% clear, let's put iron in here. If you notice, we have no ore at all. In the process of building all of this stuff and letting military science run, we completely exhausted our ore. The base is trying to restock our iron, as you can kind of see. But yeah, let's just go to the map view, it's a bit easier. These are all copper trains. What's that one? Oh, there's an iron train. It's coming all the way down. Interesting place for it to end up. But yeah, because of that demand, we clearly no longer have enough iron outposts. And the fact that we're filling up way up here means that our burn through the ore has been, you know, highly aggressive and has taken us way up to this one. Anyway, there's that. There's another iron train coming in. So we need more iron ore. The other thing is, just looking at the map now, so this is speed modules, the top part, that's productivity modules. I built them out so that we could have the modules that we need to build our factory. The plan basically is, we've got red science, we've got military science, we've got green science. Basically this will be green modules, because we'll need just as many of them ultimately as well. Well, not just as many, slightly less, because we don't need them in the construction of the base at all, but we do need them in the final, well, in some of the SpaceX components, including in the final FTL drive, where we need 200,000 of them. So we need to get on with the green modules at some point. But in terms of the sciences, I was kind of thinking, okay, red, military, green, blue, purple, purple and yellow down here. But I also have to be, well, I've put like the labs, which maybe they'll end up going in here for the labs, so it's close to the green and red that we need the most of. But I also need to consider rocket control units. Let's just have a look. What are all the bits that I need to launch rockets? I need the rocket fuel, which obviously we have to make near the petroleum. I need the low density structure, which well, the low density structure and the rocket control. What's this? Rocket part. Have they changed how you do this now? Do you create rocket parts and then feed them into the... interesting. We still need to make these items. And two of them we basically need to make in the main base, and then the rocket fuel. If we need to make rocket parts, I'll have to check that. Then it probably doesn't matter where we make them. We can make them closer to where we have the silos. And satellites, again, that's something that we probably need to make in the main base. So there's at least two things there that, well, three things there that we need to make in the main base. So I need to allocate some space for that. Probably, if I'm going to have yellow circuits here, well, here's the blue. I mean, I could have rocket control units next to it, although I don't like having to build over this coal. And that copper's trivial. And the stone I don't really care too much about, but yeah, we might, maybe I should aim for rocket control units here. And possibly the structural components. Well, if we're going to have science here, I might need to try and space it so that I can fit the rocket control, sorry, the structural components in here. And then somewhere over here, obviously, the rocket fuel. Yeah. It looks like we're getting a bit of a jam. Let me just see what's going on here. Why can't you come in? See, the two should be able to come in, just depending on which lane that one's choosing. I guess that one came to here, and that one tried to get to there, so that's a problem. I don't know. I did a slight revamp here as well to try and improve the throughput in terms of the lanes that can be used and the signalling around them. So where does that leave us? One other thing, the modules, if we have a look at modules, we've got 13k speed modules, 16k productivity 3 modules. We're ultimately going to need 200,000, so there's no reason to tell them not to build. But they obviously use a lot of the blue circuits. So the other thing that uses a lot of blue circuits is yellow science. So basically, when I build the yellow science, I need to stop blue circuits being diverted to modules. Just a little bit of a logic circuit for that. And yeah, we're getting a bit of congestion up here in spite of the 2 lanes. I think it's just because we're painfully short of green circuits. If we go to the bottom, yeah, when it says minus, it means that you're significantly short on the product versus the demand. Let me just have a sip of coffee. So, we obviously need to expand our green circuits, and probably the sooner the better, because it will shorten up the journey across here. I mean, look at all of this charging that is going on and these super long trips. We'll have more robo ports and shorter trips if if I've built up the greens. I mean, that's red circuits, it obviously needs a radar, and this is blue circuits, but this is a long way to go, especially when it could be just from here to there. So yeah, that will certainly help, and then of course bot speed will help, but we'll need more smelting in place by then as well. And the other thing is, actually it doesn't look too bad, the congestion around the bots. So maybe it is. It's hard to tell sometimes what whether I'm looking at a bot or whether I'm just looking at the contents of things here. I guess there are quite a few bots. So another thing waiting to charge. So another thing that could help us is if we moved this up a bit and had some more robo ports across here. We certainly could do with some in here as well. Maybe I'll try and do that. Oh, and power is the other thing to look at. It's now regularly getting over 6 gigawatts, which means we're going to have to address power again as well. Forever the case, I guess, with Factorio. So each of these is about 1100 or 1.1 gigawatts. I'm thinking maybe I'll flatten this area out, because I mean, I don't, as I said before, I don't really like going over even tiny patches. So we'll get rid of this coal, it's completely worthless. Flatten this out and build, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 more of these nuclear setups, and we can handle that pretty easily. If we look in the logistic network where the which one is it? Could be that one. Where the nuclear is. No, that's the oil. It's probably that one there. And there you go, uranium-235. In spite of having 7 of those setups, we've got 27k uranium-235. It's going up rather than down. It's no issue whatsoever. I mean, let's have a quick look at what I've done for the setup. I can't remember if we did that last time. It's fairly simple. 8 reactors, 10 by 11 heat exchangers, and then 19 pipes coming off the back to give us the best part of 1.1 gigawatt should we need it. Okay, let's have a look, see if iron ore has recovered at all. I don't think it has. Well, there you go, we've got 24, so it's recovered a minute amount. What to do this episode, now that we've got the preamble out of the way. Yes, I think I need to work out how big these science builds are going to be. As I said, that's for the efficiency modules. Blue circuits, we're not going to get the whole thing done. In fact, just a moment. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're not going to get the whole thing built and laid out today. One thing though, blue circuits I'm not going to try and build to quite the same extent as the green circuits, which probably means that we're still going to need a build about the same size, maybe even bigger than the green circuits. But if you look at the tech requirements for the expensive late game researchers, 4 million red, 4 million red and green. Then it's 2 million when it goes to blue, but it's still 4 million red and green. So we can actually build a half size for the blue, and likewise purple and yellow. They're only needed for the very last one, so I'm going to actually do quarter size build for them and just start them one step early. When I do the blue, I'll start buffering up these two so that they'll be ready. That's the theory. So I'm just going to take a quick break. Alright, and we are back. So, yeah. Actually, what I'm going to do, first of all, is just quickly check this whole thing. I don't think you make the rocket components. No, they're just made inside the rocket. Yeah, that's fine. Good. I guess the first step here is probably, if anything, we are constantly being short on robo ports, so I'm just gonna whack in a few. There we go, let's do that. Right, that should get us off to a good start. This is a little bit in the way, let's just push that out of the way. Okay, so blue. My idea for blue is that excuse me. Okay, there's one product, the red, the advanced circuit, that does not need local manufacture to support our production of blue science packs, but the engine unit and the electric mining drill do. So my idea is basically, actually we probably want another row of these. And then a row of these. Just line them up. That extends slightly too far, actually. It's partly the reason I put those in is because these are going to power things that I have just there. Oh well. What did I do with those machines again? Right. 1, 2. What are we trying to do? We're trying to build either engine units or electric mining drills. What do the electric mining drills take? Iron gear wheels, circuits and iron plates. There's only iron gear wheels that we need to worry about, but they take 5 iron gear wheels each, and the electric mining drill takes 2 seconds. How fast can we build our... We build those every half a second. So it's 2 a second. So one of them can build 4. Except then we have modules. We'll have a 40% module boost. Like so. So 4 is really 5.6, so 1 is good for 1. In fact, if one of these is going to get powered from the beginning, I think I'd rather it be the iron gear wheels. So one of those into one of those, 1 to 1. And how long do these take to build? 2 seconds. So, if we had 2 of them, how many do we need in the recipe? We need 1. So one of these, where that is those, theoretically supports 6 of the blue science. Except this one will actually be 1.4, so it's really 8.4 of the blue science. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so how long do engines take now? They take 10 seconds. Well, let's build 2 of these for starters. And that should be enough for 12 blue. And then engines, we need pipe and iron gear wheel. 2 pipe. But it's for every 10 seconds. Okay. Pipe takes half a second. And we need 2. So every 2 seconds we'll get pipe. So in other words, 1 pipe machine can support, it looks like 5. Not counting the modules, which would make it more, but 5 engine units, which I can't reach via direct insert. You know I'm a fan of direct insert. So we're probably going to want gears, engines, pipe, engines, and another gears. And these things extend slightly further. So that's gears, engines, pipe, and gears. Okay, so that's 4. That would be half the number by the time you've added. Oh, can we even put productivity? That's a good question. I don't think we can. Oh, we can. For some reason, pipe doesn't count. So, yeah, 4 is 5.6, and we need 10. To get the sort of 1:2 ratio. So 10 of those with productivity modules, with what I'm trying to say is not so much the productivity modules, but the speed of the machine that once it has productivity modules in it will be the same speed as the blue science machine with productivity modules in it. So what we're trying to get at is that if we can achieve an output of 10 inside, well, 10, a total production of 10 per 12 blue, then that's what we need, right? So 4 is 5.6, so we need to do this build twice per blue build. And the blue is going to be incredibly simple. It's just, is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that's 11. But that's okay actually, if that's 11. Because I could put 1 down on the next level. Let me just get this right. The distance. These are all the blue science. And that's a great technique being able to do that. So that's 11 of them. And if we have 1 on the next level, that then also goes with this lot, meaning that we have space of 3 kind of left over, which is a little bit inconvenient actually. Or if we make full use of the 4, that means that every every 4 patterns of this, we've got the blues for free, and we can skip putting in the main blue line. If that makes sense. So that's probably what we'll do. So it's something like, you lot go in, and 4 more blues. And once we've worked out all the bits and pieces, that's more or less our repeatable build. And yeah, we just skip the middle bit every so often, with obviously another line of our these guys. And obviously after that another line of these guys. Because we're going to need quite a few of those probably. If anything, I've been under-supplying them. But, alright, that's going to have to do us, I think, for this episode. I'll probably finish up blue, and I'm going to set up some more outposts, and see you in the next episode. I'll see you then, folks. Bye-bye.